And we are live.
All right,
Guys,
David.
welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. If you're new here, my name is Will Anagnos. Thanks for joining in. As always, I'm here with my co-host Panos Klavanitis. Panos, what's going on?
Pretty good, man. Another Friday. Pretty excited about it.
I cannot wait. Yeah. So if you're new to this show, every Friday we do this at noon 12 Eastern time. That's noon 12 Eastern every single Friday. We usually talk about how to acquire referral partners, how to provide them value, and how to retain them long term so that you don't have to buy leads and run ads so that you can grow and scale an organic referral based business. It's not that hard. You just need to follow and trust a proven process. So today we're going to be talking about something that people have been asking us about, and that is how do I target my existing database? How do I target realtors I already have in my database? And that database could be your CRM, it could be a list, it could be at LinkedIn. We're going to talk about that today. And I hope you guys find value in this. So if you could slap that like button or slap that love button, we'd love that you're doing that for us. It supports us. We want you to get a lot of value today. So Panos, and then actually at the end, stick around to the end. We're going to go over an ultimate organic realtor prospecting checklist. So stick around to that. But we're going to go over how to target first three connections, aka your existing database. Panos, we were just talking about it before going live. I guess how does that? Can you elaborate on what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So, especially for people who have been in the industry for over a year or two, they have, they have a list of agents that they have interacted with or perhaps never interacted with, but they are within their network. For instance, a lot of people have connections on LinkedIn, which are called first degree connections. Think of them as your friends on Facebook, where you've connected with them, but you've never actually established or nurtured a relationship. So a lot of people are asking us lately, how can I get in touch with the people that are already in my network, but for whatever reason, we haven't formed a relationship or a partnership yet? It could have been because of the refi boom. It could have been because you were too busy. Whatever the reason is, these people still belong in your network one way or another. So while you're going after new partnerships, you might as well go after the people that are already in your network. Take it over, my friend.
Yeah. And so everyone knows we help loan officers scale their network using LinkedIn mainly. Why it works out of all the platforms that are out there, and targeting people that you don't know, second and third degree connections is what it's called, is typical. But what do you do when you have 100, 200, 2,000, 5,000? It depends how long you've had a LinkedIn profile. How many connections do you have? How many realtors are you connected with who you're friends with on LinkedIn, like Facebook, but you've never actually spoken to them, or you don't really know them, beyond a hi? How do you how do you how do you re-engage with them? They're your friends on LinkedIn friends, connections. How do you do that? Well, you can either go on to LinkedIn and filter by your first year connections, and then one by one message them. Uh, you can also automate the process using an automated tool. And all you would have to do is filter by the first three connections, filter by, let's say, the realtors, everyone who has a realtor title, or realtor in their profile, and then people who you haven't viewed their profile. These are filtering parameters. This is actually on Sales Navigator, so this is a paid upgrade. But in the free version, I think you can still target by title. But if you want to really make sure that you're targeting people that are in your network, so you're rekindling connections that are in your network, people who you haven't spoken to, using that parameter in the upgrade, which I can obviously answer questions about if you guys have questions on that. Just to make sure that you're targeting realtors in your network that you haven't spoken to, because you don't want to target someone that you speak with daily. That's why they're probably your first reconnection in the first place, right?
Exactly. And the point is, you are sitting on a lot of potential partnerships within your database. Take a look at what happened the past few years in your business. Take a look at the purchase contracts you did. Take a look at your CRM. Take a look at your Instagram account. Take a look at your Facebook account. Take a look at your LinkedIn account. You will find potentially hundreds of agents or other business professionals that they are already in your network, which means it's much easier to engage with them. You can start by commenting and liking their pictures and posts. You can start by directly messaging them. The point is, don't just go out and find new names and new partners. If you have existing names in your database, it's the easiest way to establish relationships. At least,
Yeah, if you're an existing client and you're watching the show, we love that you're here. How to do that is we would do the same thing we're doing now, but we would just the parameters would be only first degree connections. So let's say you have 5,000 LinkedIn friends. We target 5,000 people minus everybody who's not a real estate agent, assuming you want to target those realtors that you haven't spoken to, even though they're connected with them. And then people you haven't actually like seen, you haven't viewed their profile. You can eliminate profile views, people you've viewed profile, or you can eliminate people you've actually spoken to in Messenger. So using those parameters, we can actually for a month or two target only, depending on how many connections you have, target only your first year connections. So you can expand your network with new connections and also get in front of the people that you're already connected with. I mean, you're already connected with them. Like they're seeing your posts, they probably know your face. It's going to be a warmer connection. And don't just reach out and say hi. Actually have a strategy. So if you want to have a strategy, we're happy to help you with that. What strategies do you think would be helpful? We can give someone some help.
Well, I would say that, and obviously we're not just going to give out our secrets, but the point is, before you start the process of going after your existing database, once you have figured out how you're going to do it, whether it's through email, whether it's through text, or whether it's directly on whatever platform you want to do it, make sure you have written down the sequence of messages that you will be sending, so you know and expect what type of replies you can get, and also be able to reply fast and set up whatever appointments. So don't just send a different message to everyone, because then you won't know what works. So
I have here, we did this for North Carolina client of ours, still a client of ours. If you want to drop your name and you're watching the show, go ahead and do that in the comments. We'd appreciate it. We did this for you quite a while ago. And what this loan officer did is they created a real estate agent success annual goal worksheet. This was for the beginning of the year. And basically the message says, I made this worksheet. It's for agents helping you reach your income goal. Just plug in your numbers and reverse engineer it. If you don't have a PDF, I'll send it to you. Just let me know. Something like that. Offering them value up front, irresistible value. Something they would, not everyone's going to say yes, but you want that reply rate to be up. So imagine having 5,000, because a lot of people have a lot of connections. Imagine having 5,000 realtors in your network that are not sending you business. And they're in your pool. So targeting first degree connections is very vital, and you should do so once every quarter.
Exactly. And even if you don't have 5,000, if you just have 500, if you manage to get 1% of them converted into something more than just a connection, so out of the 500 people, if you convert 5 of them into partners,
and they're in your pool. You don't have to invite them to the party. They're already there. You just have to talk to them. Like that's it. That's a perfect metaphor, actually. They're at the party and they're in your pool.
I have to say something here for all the people who say, "Oh, I don't have time or I don't have money to invest in this type of market. Marketing is tough for me." Start by doing this. Go after your existing contacts. It's the easiest and cheapest thing you can do marketing-wise. And actually, it's probably the one that will convert the highest because they already exist in your network. So no more excuses if you cannot do something else. Go after the people in your network. And the same applies for prospects too, by the way.
I'm going to go ahead and show you guys exactly how to do this if you're a newbie and you want to do it on the free LinkedIn. You just want to go to search and type in, let's say, realtor. And let's make sure that everyone's your first degree connection. So I want to go to people and then first degree connections. It's just so easy, guys. And then show results. Now, this profile doesn't have many. We don't target realtors, so it's not going to have a lot. But look at that, 98 results. So, guys, that's all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. go onto LinkedIn. If you want some help, we're here to support you. We love you. We're here to support you. We want to make sure that you succeed. Um, Reaching out to your database. They're already at the pool. You just got to go talk to them.
Exactly.
So,
And we do have something more to show them today, do we? Or are we keeping it for next week?
Let's keep it for next week.
Okay.
Guys,
Awesome.
comment below checklist, and I'm going to send it to you because I promised to you in the beginning. Comment checklist down below. I'll send it to you. But next week, we're actually going to go over it. So save it yourself. And next week, we'll go over the checklist. Basically, it's just things that you need to get done. I'll give you just a little sneak peek. For example, being optimized on the platform that you're marketing with. So if you're reaching out to realtors on Facebook, is your Facebook ready for that? So stuff like that. It's all in the checklist.
And
same thing for Instagram. Same thing for Schmick Schmuck.
Exactly. And here is the challenge. We'll show you next week by providing our checklist how to optimize and how to have the best presence online to go after the people you want to. But before we do that, I challenge everyone who's watching this either live or on a replay, go and find your existing contacts of agents or whoever it is that you're trying to target within your network and start engaging with them. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Okay? It's the weekend coming up. When you wake up tomorrow, take your kids to camp or whatever, after their sports, after you have breakfast, sit down on your laptop, spend an hour to go over who's in your database. Trust me, it will result in money down the line.
Guys, it took me 5-10 seconds to find 89 first degree connections that are realtors. Now, I know I did a really quick search, but you get the gist. It took me 5 seconds. So you don't need an hour, like Pano said. Yeah, do what you need to do. But guys, it's really easy. So just open up LinkedIn, do what I showed you. If you need support, we're here to help you. Guys, thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next week, next Friday at noon Eastern time. Thanks, Panos. Thanks, guys.